What if Samus didn't leave the baby alive? In Metroid Return of Samus and both the official and unofficial remake, Metroid Samus Returns and AM2R, otherwise stand for Another Metroid 2 Remake, Samus was tasked by the Galactic Federation to go to planet SR388 and to wipe out all Metroids from existence. After battling through the various stages of the Metroids and finally defeating the Queen, once the Queen was down, Samus took no time to dispatch any leftover Metroid eggs, save for one. The Metroid that hatched from that one single egg is the last Metroid in existence. Supposedly, but we know that isn't true, as we have the Moktroids in Super, the clone Metroids in Other M and Fusion, and also a certain someone in Metroid Dread. But all of this was possible due to the baby was left alive by Samus, when she should have followed her mission's objective and annihilated the baby as well. So what if we ask ourselves a question of what would have happened if Samus did kill the baby as well, wiping all Metroids from existence? Now let's retell the story in this alternate timeline. After defeating the Queen Metroid, Samus goes into the back cabin to destroy any leftover Metroid eggs still alive. Upon wiping out every single one of the Metroid eggs save for one, the egg suddenly hatched, and a baby Metroid emerged from the egg. Immediately, Samus assumed the Metroid was going to attack her. She blasted the baby Metroid into smithereens, leaving nothing behind but ashes of the final Metroid in existence. Samus tried to go further afterwards, but her pathway was blocked by some mysterious substance. No way forward. Samus had no choice but to go back around, taking the long way. Ridley during that time was at the surface of SR388, waiting to ambush Samus once she emerged out of the cabins of SR388. But because Samus was taking the long way around, Ridley decided to destroy Samus' ship and left the planet, going back to Zebes, working on the revival of Mother Brain. When Samus finally came back out to the surface, she noticed her ship to be noticeably damaged to the point of beyond repair. No way out of the planet, she called the Galactic Federation to pick her up. After waiting for some time, a Galactic Federation ship eventually arrived and picked Samus up. The ship would assess Samus' injuries and receive her mission report. During this time, while the scientists were analyzing Samus' suit, they found traces of DNA from various organisms that was on planet SR388, and part of those DNAs included the Metroid DNA. Wasting no time at all, they decided to clone all the specimens found on Samus' suit and to place them into a man-made biomes where they can thrive as if they were back in SR388. This biome is called the Bottled Ship. The Galactic Federation made many progress. They managed to create the perfect clones of the Metroids, but the Metroids could not be controlled, at least not by humans. The Galactic Federation began working on an AI that had the same infrastructure as Mother Brain. They dubbed this AI Melissa Bergman. Everything was going according to plan for the Galactic Federation, but they made one miscalculation, and that is Melissa Bergman. Because she shares the same infrastructure as Mother Brain, it means that those two are also sharing the same wavelength, so those two are communicating with each other, unbeknownst to the Galactic Federation at the time. Not long after, Ridley comes in and attacks the bottled ship. He is after one thing, the Metroids in Sector 0. Samus received a distress call from the bottled ship, but by the time of her arrival, everyone has already been slaughtered. All she saw was Ridley, carrying an unconscious blonde female in a containment unit that had multiple Metroids inside. Something that she knew shouldn't exist anymore. That's when Samus put two and two together, that the scientists must have collected the DNA samples off of her suit at the time. A fight happened between the two, but Ridley makes his ultimate escape, triggering the bottle ship self-destruct system. Samus raced out of the bottle ship as well, and followed Ridley back to planet Zebes. She encountered the space pirate leaders, and one by one, she defeated them all, including Ridley. She traveled further into planet Zebes, and found the new Taurian. Multiple Metroids swarmed at Samus, but she managed to defeat them. At last, Samus stands in front of the final door, the one where Mother Brain resides at. Samus enters the door and faces Mother Brain. First, she had the upper hand, as Mother Brain was mostly immobile, but when Samus defeated Mother Brain, she found out it was only phase 1 of the battle, and phase 2 commenced, where Mother Brain now has a giant body. They battled it out even further, but Samus was caught by the hyper beam from Mother Brain. Samus stood there helplessly, as her life gets drained away, losing consciousness, and eventually, Samus perished. Mother Brain knew what the Metroids are for. She was there with the Chozos since the beginning. She immediately put 3 plans into motion. 1. To make the captured Melissa Bergman as her second body, where it allows Mother Brain to move around more easily. 2. To tame the Metroids that was captured from the bottled ship. And 3. To inject Metroid DNA into herself to make herself part Metroid. Once all 3 are accomplished, so begins Mother Brain's most terrifying plan. To capture the X-Parasite and to weaponize them. Many pirates were sent to SR-388, but the pirates didn't know what they were up against. Only Mother Brain knew. It took no time at all for the X-Parasite to swarm the pirate ship and take the form of the pirates. The only ones left is Mother Brain's vessel, Melissa Bergman, who had Metroid DNA transplanted into her, and the army of Metroids. With the use of the Metroids, Mother Brain was able to capture live X-Parasite specimens and bring them back to Zebes. There, Mother Brain was eventually able to tame the X-Parasite, controlling the 2 most feared organisms in the galaxy. One that can consume any life, and the other who can consume any form and duplicate itself infinitely. With this, Mother Brain was able to send an X-Parasite into the Galactic Federation and eventually take over all key figures within the organization, taking over the Galactic Federation from the inside, slowly but surely. Many years later, throughout the galaxy, there have been numerous reports of battles between the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates. That's what everyone knew from the service, but no one knew that the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates are now one organization. The battles are just a farce to string people along, causing them to believe that there is a war, and so they would pledge allegiance for one side or the other, when in reality, they are both the same side. Mother Brain knew in order to become the ruler of the galaxy, she needs to have people to fear and worship her. If all intelligent life were to be wiped out from existence, there would be no purpose to ruling at all, which is the reason why she made the ongoing battle between the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates. A third faction from the outside would occasionally try to rise up against both the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates, such as the Kraken and the Morkan Chozos, but they too would be completely overwhelmed by the army of Metroids and the X-Parasites in mere seconds, making the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates unchallengeable. With no opposing force against Mother Brain, this makes Mother Brain the one true ruler of the galaxy. And that's how the lore of Metroid might have turned out if Samus hadn't left the last Metroid alive. Do you think this is possible? Or is there a completely different conclusion in your mind of what would have happened? Let me know down at the comments below. And until next time, bye for now.